So this is the fifth test in this March test series, and now in this test as well, anatomy of flowering plants is the chapter which is added, and rest of the chapters are as it is. I hope you know the syllabus is going in the cumulative pattern, that every chapter is added to our syllabus, right? So waiting for number of viewers. So it is 6:10. Nikita Wankhede, hi. Rohit Patel, good evening. Prashant Pawar, Vanita Ainwad, okay. Shraddha Vattamwar, hello everybody. So today's test with 2 or 3 questions totally out of the context of NCERT. I've told you many times, need not to bother for such questions. Only point is that you should be very careful regarding the questions which are from NCERT. You shouldn't miss such question. And second thing, that your revision, without revision you should not appear for the exam. Okay, the revision is must. Okay, so without wasting any more time, let us start the session. Just single digit viewers. This is a worst scenario so far. Probably students expecting the test as usual 6:15, but sorry for that, saying that today's test I have posted it a bit earlier, and now the time when usually I post the test, we are starting the doubt discussion session. So please get used for these things, at least for this early posting of exam. I hope you are at home at before 4 p.m. every day, and that is why I have posted this test earlier, a bit earlier. I have some more work to do, so that is why I posted this live discussion a bit earlier. Okay, Jnaneshwar Ade, Rutuja Kendre, Akash Paude, yes, hello all of you. So let us start the discussion. Here we go. Radial vascular bundle are characteristically occur in. So you must understand about this radial vascular bundle. So to those whom I have taught this chapter, I have told you root radial, isn't it? So it is about the monocot and dicot roots. This is the only right thing here. So option B is the right answer. Second one, the term wood and bast respectively refers to. So wood, this is the word used synonymously for the xylem, and bast is the word synonymously used for phloem. In this way, answer must be wood and xylem and phloem, it should be. So last option is better, option D. Third question, the seaweeds that form the underwater forest. So seaweeds, so which are those plants to which we use this term seaweeds? So remember, caves, laminaria, and even macrocystis, all of these are the type of weeds found in the ocean. So all of these is the right answer for this question. Next, read the given statement about the angiosperms. Remember, these are for angiosperms. So first, highly reduced female gametophyte, that is embryo sac, is present within the ovule. Nothing wrong, because the gametophyte, which was once totally dominant stage in case of algae, and then in bryophyte a bit reduced. Okay, but in case of angiosperm, this gametophyte is highly reduced and restricted to just 7 cells and 8 nuclei. So therefore I don't find anything wrong in this statement. So this is a true, nothing wrong. What about statement 2? Cells of ovule divide mitotically to produce embryo sac. Thus 3-celled egg apparatus of embryo sac is diploid. This is the nonsense here. It is diploid. Is it so that egg apparatus is diploid? No, it is totally haploid structure. So second statement is bluff. It is false statement. So what are the options? None of these. Statement 1. What is incorrect? See here in question as well, which one is incorrect? This is the question. So statement 2 is wrong one. Fine. Then move on to question number 5. Rhizome and offset. Very easy question. So rhizome goes for turmeric 1 and then ginger 2, isn't it? And then offset for the pistia and offset for the ecornia, right? Aquatic runner, they are called as offset, right? So pistia and ecornia are the 2 right option for the offset. In this way, for first it should be B and D. So here it is. first B and D. So option C is the right answer. Then identify the organism correctly with the given character and select the correct option. So first is radially symmetrical. So what are the options we have got now for radial symmetry? It could be either Echinodermata, Cnidaria, or that is what was that? Comb plates, comb jellies. Okay, two embryonic layers. So it must be now two embryonic layer diploblastic. It means Echinodermata options are over. Echinodermata is not possible. Acoelomate. Okay, so here we have to find it out of Eura, Ferretima, Gorgonia and Asterias. So what you say? It must be Gorgonia, C fan, isn't it? Which is coming from this Cnidaria. Next one. Which one of the following? Okay, which one of the following is not a meristematic tissue? Which one of the following is not meristematic? Not is there, please remember. So apical meristem, in the name itself it is meristem. Companion cell, we have to think about this because this is the part of the phloem tissue, isn't it? So companion cell, they are not meristematic one. So this must be the answer. Leaf primordium, it grows, so meristem must be there. And cambium, obviously it is the lateral meristem. So all these are the meristem. Only companion cell is there, which is non-meristematic one. Next one, which of the following does not constitute the stele of dicot root? I have told you what is meant by stele. So you must understand that there is a pith and around the pith there are vascular bundles, right? And around vascular bundle there is a pericycle. Okay, so in case of dicot root, which one of the following does not constitute stele? So pith, pericycle, vascular bundle and cortex. Okay, so what we can say at the most, that what cannot be the part of stele? So it must be the area after this one, that is cortex. Cortex can never be included in the stele. What we can include at the most, we can include the pith as well, then the pericycle tissue we can include, vascular bundle we have to include. After all, that is the major part of the stele, isn't it? So what we cannot include is the cortex, general cortex present here. So cortex cannot be the part of the stele. Number 9, underground stem of dash is are modified to store food. So underground stem with the food storage capacity. So what it could be? Zamicon, pineapple, mint or strawberry. It is a zamicon. Name itself suggests many things. Even if you are not familiar with the answer, even then you can find out answer. Okay, so underground stem, it has modified so that it can store food. So pineapple, mint and strawberry, that these are not possible. Okay, in case of mint and strawberry, runner like modifications are there, but then they cannot store food. Next one, the collective term used for phylloderm, secondary cortex, cork cambium and cork, that is phylum. So collective term, what is it? It is a periderm. I hope you can recollect it at the on the right time, because this is the part where I remember I have stressed many times. You shouldn't forget this periderm. Okay, for reference we can just take a quick recap. So these are the vascular bundle, this is the central pith, and now there is a pericycle. Okay, and there is one vascular cambium like this with the inter and intrafascicular cambium. Right, now what exactly happened? So suppose this is the epidermis. So there are certain cells here which regain the capacity of cell division by the process of dedifferentiation, and then this is called as phylogen. Yes, this is the phylogen or cork cambium. Okay, now the area which is inside to the cork cambium, it is called as secondary cortex. Okay, that is phylloderm, and the area outside this here, it is called as cork or phylum. So together these three, that is phylloderm, then cork cambium and finally the cork, all these three together they are referred to as periderm. You shouldn't forget this one. Next one, which of the following suffixes used for unit of classification of plant indicate a taxonomy category of family? Very easy question. Within a fraction of second you should solve such question. It is ACEAE. Next, in phycomycete, asexual reproduction occur by zoospore or by aplanospore. Regarding these spore, consider the following statement and select the correct option. So phycomycetes, asexual reproduction, obvious it is zoospore and aplanospore. If those are motile, it is zoospore. If those are non-motile, then it is aplanospore. These terms are used. So what are the statements regarding these? These spores are endogenously produced in sporangium. Yes, it is fine. Yes, if they are exogenously produced, and that is not also here in the phycomycete. In other fungi like what is it, deuteromycete conidae are produced, but here it is a phycomycete, lower fungi. So these spores are endogenously produced asexual spore. So nothing fault in this first statement. Zoospore are also called as aplanospore. Now this is bluff, this is nonsense. Zoospore are motile, aplanospores are non-motile. So second statement is false. So first is true and second is false. Option D is fine. Next one, edible roots are found in edible roots, rice, sweet potato, potato, wheat. Remember, roots is what we are talking about, not the stem. So potato is a stem, so it must be the sweet potato. Okay, so somebody may confuse that is it potato or sweet potatoes. Remember, sweet potato, it is a root modification. Next, formation of continuous ring of cambium in the dicot stem require. Okay, so dicot stem, formation of continuous ring of cambium. So as I told you, suppose these are the vascular bundle, here it is a pith, then this part is called as intrafascicular, whereas this part is called as interfascicular. In this way, that complete vascular cambium form. So answer must be the last option, inter and intrafascicular cambium. Next one, lysogenous cavities are seen in. So if you can recollect, see here, such two xylem vessels we have drawn. Okay, and around xylem, such cells of like parenchyma we have shown here. Okay, so at the end, see, diagram is like this. Okay, and here there is a cavity. You can recollect these things. This is a lysogenous cavity which is formed due to dissolution of the cell wall of many cells. So cavity formed due to dissolution of the cell wall of many cells. In fact, the cells here, they get disintegrate afterward and the cavity is formed called as lysogenous cavity. So they are seen in. Now vascular bundle of stem of monocot, vascular bundle of dicot root, vascular bundle of root, vascular bundle of leaf. So no question of leaf. Then there is point for vascular bundle of root, then dicot root, and then stem of monocot. Okay, so it is vascular bundle of stem of monocot. Okay, so lysogenous cavity, it is seen there in case of only vascular bundle of stem of monocot. You must remember this one. Now I can understand that this is a bit out of context of NCERT. So as I told you, there are few questions. So this is among those. So option A is the right answer. Next one, select the incorrect statement about the collenchyma. Incorrect statement, we are supposed to find it out. So false, we are supposed to find it out. The cells of collenchyma assimilate food when they contain chloroplast. Now for some of you, this may be confusing. Now whenever you come across certain statements which are a bit confusing, just leave them for a while. Okay, don't make in hesitation, don't take out any answer. Okay, so just wait for this one. Second, it occurs in layer below the epidermis of dicotyledonous plant. Yes, it is true. In dicot, hypodermis is made up of collenchyma, and in case of monocot, it is made up of sclerenchyma. So this is true, nothing wrong. Okay, third one, highly thickened dead cells of collenchyma are called sclerate. Now this is the nonsense. See, even if we are not sure with the first statement, what we can miss, we'll get an easy answer. Remember, options could be confusing, but answer will be brighter one. Okay, so highly thickened dead cells of collenchyma, they are not sclerate, no way. Okay, sclerate, it is a type of sclerenchyma and not collenchyma. So this is the false statement. Now we come to know that this must be true statement. See, I've told you many times that whatever be the source of knowledge, if it is coming to you, welcome it. Never deny it. Okay. So cells of collenchyma. Now see here, even these options are enriching you with some extra knowledge. So please welcome it. Then last, collenchyma provide mechanical support to the young stem. Yes, we know already this. This is given in NCERT. Only first thing, this statement is new for us. Okay. So we must remember this one as well, that collenchyma also assimilate food when they contain chloroplast. Okay, next one, 17, select the read the following statement regarding stem and select the correct option. It is the ascending part of the plant axis. What about what is regarding the stem? So is it true, ascending? Yes, it is growing upward, so it is true. It is positively geotropic. Now this is bluff, this is nonsense. That root stem, it is not positively, it is basically negatively geotropic, growing away from the soil. So this is a false thing. Third one, internodes are the region of stem where leaves are born. Is it so? No, those are the nodes where leaves are born. So this is also false thing. Third statement. Fourth one, stem bears either axillary or terminal bud. Now in this statement there is nothing wrong. Fine. Stem has two types of bud, either axillary, which are in the axil of leaf, or at the tip called as terminal bud. So second and third are wrong, and first and fourth are true. So second, third incorrect. Yes, here it is option B. Okay, next, when we peel the skin of potato tuber, we remove what? We remove. So peeling potato, it is a regular exercise done in kitchen. So peeling this potato, what exactly we remove? That brown colored part. Remember, here onwards, if you don't know, it is a peridum. It is a peridum, that is three combined tissue. What were those three layers? I hope you remember in the components of the peridum, that is secondary cortex, isn't it? Then the what is it? The same different term I want to use. Secondary cortex is there, then phylogen is there, and then phylum is there. So all these are the peridum, but they are in a very thin layer around that potato tuber. So it is a peridum. Next one, this is also a very famous question, so you shouldn't forget this one. Next one, a vessel-less piece of the stem possessing prominent sieve tube would belong to? Vessel-less. Very interesting question. Now see here, a stem is there which is without vessel. It means it must have got tracheids. So tracheids, so they are present in pteridophytes and gymnosperm, and very few angiosperms. Okay, and prominent sieve tube. Now sieve tubes are there. Now there is no gymnosperm having sieve tubes. Remember, no pteridophyte. So only angiosperms can have sieve tubes. Fine. So it must be angiosperm. So pinus chances over. So only three options are there: grass, eucalyptus, and trichodendron. Fine. So point with the grass, they are monocot. Please understand, listen this one carefully. Grass comes under monocot, and on the evolutionary scale, I must tell you that monocots are less evolved as compared to dicot. Okay, so monocot are advanced, and being advanced, what it means, that they must have vessels as well as they must have the sieve tube. So there is no chance for grass as well now. Now the eucalyptus also, it is a part of modern dicot. Only trichodendron is there along with the tetracentron. One more genus is there, tetracentron, and along with this trichodendron, they are the part of which comes under the older or ancient dicot, and that is why they are more similar with the gymnosperm, and at the same time they are having some features of dicot. So right answer is trichodendron. Okay, next one, which of the following is our functions of roots? So functions of roots: store reserve food material, provide anchorage, absorb water from the soil. Yes, everything is fine. So all of these must be the answer for such simple question. Read the following statement and choose the correct option. So statement 1, pollen grains are produced in pollen sac. Is anything wrong? No. Fine. Guard cell regulate the opening and closing of stomata. This is also true, so nothing wrong in both the statements. So both 1 and 2 are correct. So option C is the right answer. Then tricarpillary. So the moment I see tricarpillary, my mind goes to Liliaceae, and it is fine. Nothing wrong. Need not to go for reading rest of the stuff and wasting the time. Okay, next, cortex is absent in. One more interesting question. Cortex is absent in. Is it in monocot root, monocot stem, or what? So you must remember, in case of dicot and monocot stem, please, you must recollect these things. In case of dicot stem, vascular bundles are arranged in a ring form, whereas in monocot, the vascular bundles are scattered completely. So there is in fact no space for the cortex. Okay, and that is why cortex is absent in monocot stem. Fine. Next one, question number 24. In majority of dicotyledonous plant, the direct elongation of dash leads to the formation of primary root. So this was easy question. It is a radical. Okay, for fibrous or adventitious root, they can arise from anything other than radical. But if it is elongation of radical, then it must be the taproot, which is present in the dicots. Okay, read the following statement regarding the secondary growth and choose the correct option. The cells cut off toward the periphery mature into secondary xylem, and those toward pith mature into secondary phloem. Now here is the problem. Look at this statement, what it is saying. See, this is the pith and this is the vascular bundle, and here it is a vascular cambium, intrafascicular cambium. Now already here it is a xylem, here it is a phloem. Okay, so these are, you can say, primary xylem and primary phloem. Primary xylem toward the pith, primary phloem toward the periphery. Fine. So whatever differentiate toward inside, it will be secondary xylem. What is given in this statement? Cell cut off toward the periphery mature into secondary xylem. No, if cells those are which are cut off toward the periphery, these are secondary phloem and not secondary xylem. So this statement is wrong one. Look at the second statement. The cambium is generally more active toward inside than outer side. Yes, this is true that more cells are added toward that xylem side, that is toward pith side. And I remember I've told you, even though more cells are added toward inner side, but more pressure is exerted on the outer side. So the primary and secondary phloem get crushed due to continued formation of secondary xylem. So just as I told you that pressure is exerted on the outer side, that is phloem, and that is why the phloem, secondary phloem, they crushed onwards. Okay, so secondary due to continuous formation of secondary xylem, primary and secondary phloem get crushed. What about last statement? Secondary medullary rays pass through the secondary xylem and secondary phloem in the radial direction. Nothing wrong. This is fine. The original medullary rays you can see here in this diagram. So if this is one more vascular bundle, this is a primary medullary ray, isn't it? And now later on this interfascicular cambium forms, and then one more medullary ray may arise here in the same way as it was for the primary. So these are the secondary medullary ray. So here you can draw secondary medullary ray in the vascular bundle as well. Okay, so they are passing through the secondary phloem and secondary xylem. So fourth option is also true, nothing wrong. So only wrong thing is there in the first option, isn't it? So only first statement is incorrect. Is it so? 2, 3, 4 are correct. Okay, fine, one and the same. So last option is the right answer. Then is even siliceous pustules of diatom being indestructible piled up at the bottom of ocean form a thick bed over billions of years. Such a thick bed is known as, so it is a diatomaceous earth. One more question from the algae. The phloem fibers are made up of phloem fibers. Very easy question. These are the sclerenchymatous cell. Okay, the word fiber or sclerid, it indicates that it belongs to sclerenchyma. Next, in pteridophyte and monocot, secondary growth is absent. Why secondary growth is absent in pteridophyte and monocot from angiosperm? The reason, it is absence of cambia. So B is the right answer. Cambium is what? Cambium, that is lateral meristem. Two types, vascular cambium and cork cambium. So they are absent altogether in these pteridophytes and in the monocot. Next, early wood is produced during, very easy question, the spring season is early part of the year, so that the wood formed during that period, it is an early wood. Next, in China rose, position of the ovary is, so you must remember that short form, something like China ka brinjal super, something like that. So superior ovary, China ka brinjal superior, something like this short form I have made, and I think I have told you in the class. Superior ovary, it is there. Then find the odd one. Albuminous cell, companion cell, parenchyma and sieve tube. So what is odd one here? You need to understand companion cell, parenchyma and sieve tube. All these are the components present in the angiosperm. Okay, sieve tube, companion cell, they are part of the phloem, isn't it? And parenchyma as well, it is there. What about albuminous cell? They are present in gymnosperm. Okay, they are present in gymnosperm. They are you can say structural or functional analog of the companion cells. So albuminous cell, this is the odd one here. So right answer will be option A. Among the following organism, which is a completely non-parasitic form, completely non-parasitic form, we are supposed to find out. So tapeworm, sea anemone, leech and mosquito, you can easily pick it up. It is sea anemone. Otherwise leech, mosquito and tapeworm, they are parasite by one or other reason or one or other way. Sea anemone is the only free living cnidarian. Okay, so sea anemone, very easy to pick up. Then select the mismatch pair. Orocaria, ornamental plant. Cycas, living fossil. Thuja, agar production. Pinus, resin. Turpentine production. Now this is these are some questions which are totally outside the context of NCERT. So here Thuja, agar production, this one for sure we can say that this is wrong. In fact, this is not totally outside the context of NCERT, because what is used for agar production already we know that is Gelidium and Gracilaria. Okay, Thuja comes under gymnosperm. So this is the thing which is mismatched here. Otherwise, see, even though we are not familiar with the rest of the thing, Orocaria, Cycas or Pinus and whatever the sub given right opposite to them, but we are sure for the agar that Gelidium and Gracilaria are there. So we can say that this must be the wrong thing. Okay. Next one again, tricarpellid. I need not to read anything else. I will jump on Liliaceae because among three families, only one family is there, Liliaceae, which has got this tri. That is because in monocot flowers are trimerous. Okay. Next question number 35. Cork cambium is formed. Cork cambium, how it is formed? Very interesting question. So cork cambium, how it is formed? Due to accumulation of tannin resin oil. Is it so? No, nothing such thing. So due to formation of alternate concentric ring, no, that is the result, basically the output. Okay, not the reason for the formation of cork cambium. Due to the activity of vascular cambium to replace broken cortical and epidermal layer. Now if you go through NCERT, you will find same line in the NCERT. See here, in suppose this is the pith, right, and these are the vascular bundles. Okay, and then there is pericycle, and very outermost one is the epidermis, right? So due to continuous formation of cell by the vascular cambium, the cells in the cortex or cells in the epidermis get crushed. So to replace these cells, there must be some more cambium, and this cambium is pushed by this vascular cambium toward outside. Okay, so here now by the process of dedifferentiation of the parenchymatous cell in the cortex, there is formation of this cork cambium. So it is due to the activity of vascular cambium. So option C is fine. Number 36, flower is said to be dash if gynoecium is situated in the center and other parts of the flower are located on the rim of thalamus almost at the same level. You must see this same word. It will guide us to find out the answer as perigynous. Okay, so this was very easy for the perigynous definition. Then the mature sieve element lacks a nucleus, so its function is controlled by the nucleus ops. Remember, the only enucleated cells in plant kingdom, they are the sieve tubes, that is in angiosperm. Okay, so if a cell is not having nucleus and we are saying that cell is still living, so somebody must be there who is controlling its cell activities, regulating its cell activities. So who is it? So these are the companion cells. So you can recall this diagram. Such sieve tube elements were there, isn't it? Like this, and just on the side of these sieve tube, these are the cells which are having nucleus. So these cells are called as companion cells. So right answer is companion cell, last option. Next, viviparity is found in. Now what is viviparity? Giving direct birth, not egg laying. So it is a mammalia. Very easy question. Then vascular cambium and cork cambium. What about it? So type of buliform cells? No, not. What nonsense. It is not true. That is for epidermal cells. Lateral meristem responsible for secondary growth. Is it so? Yes. Vascular cambium and cork cambium. These are the lateral meristem, not apical, not intercalary, but lateral meristem, which are present in the lateral position in the stem. Okay, and they are responsible for secondary growth, that is increase in thickness or girth or perimeter. So option B seems to be fine. C, bundle sheath cell? No. Primary meristem responsible for primary growth? No way. No, absolutely no. So option B is fine. Number 40, which of the following is an aerial modification of stem? Aerial modification of stem. Remember, stolon, sucker. What about these? Rhizome. Rhizome is an underground, isn't it? Stolon, sucker, what about them? These are subaerial. Only cladode is there, which is aerial modification to conserve water, isn't it? So option D is fine. Then identify the incorrect match. Rhizopus, albugo, Puccinia, claviceps. I think this question is repeated one, so it is a claviceps responsible for ergot in rust. Okay, Puccinia triticide for the wheat rust. Then consider the following statement. Roots have nodes and internode. What nonsense. Root doesn't have. So this is absolute nonsense. False statement. Roots are positively geotropic and non-photosynthetic. Now roots are positively geotropic, growing toward the soil. True. Non-photosynthetic. True. Nothing wrong. So third, generally root constitute descending part of plant axis. Fine. Nothing wrong. Root, rarely they grow upward. Generally they grow downward. So descending part is fine. Which of the following combination of the above statement are correct? Okay, so correct statements are one more. Second statement we missed, I think. Mustard plant has fibrous root system. Is it so? Fibrous root system, it is present in monocot. Mustard is a dicot. So this is also wrong. So first two statements wrong. Third and fourth are correct statement. So option B is fine. Okay. 43. Select the correct pair out of the following: hypostomatic leaf, epistomatic, amphistomatic, and presence of sunken stomata. I have told you, and this question is a repeated category question. So you must understand stomata are there for water loss. Now you must understand that which plant need to lose more water. Okay, so if plant is aquatic one and if it is submerged one, then what you think, is it possible that it will have stomata? No, at all. If the plant is totally submerged inside the water, then there will be no stomata. But if plant is floating on the water surface, then its upper surface, it could be with stomata. Okay, so such leaf is said to be epistomatic. Now we are supposed to find out correct pair. Now monocot, how is it possible? Epistomatic monocot, basically they have got isobilateral leaf. Now stomata will be there on either of the side, both side, so it cannot be epistomatic for monocot. Wrong thing. Then amphistomatic, stomata on the both side for the free floating hydrophyte. Is it possible? No, that could be epistomatic. So you can say that this is wrongly paired. Okay, cross or exchange is there. Then presence of sunken stomata in submerged hydrophyte. Is it so? Sunken stomata are there to conserve water, right? So that's not possible. Hydrophyte will be totally without stomata, so this is also wrong. So only right thing is hypostomatic leaf in dicot. Hypostomatic means what? On the lower epidermis there will be the stomata. Fine. So dicot, as they have got dorsiventral leaf, they have got stomata only on the lower epidermis. So option A is fine. Then 44, match the column, very easy one. Wheat, the order if you have written it properly, so it is poels. Then mango, it is sapindales. Then housefly, it goes to, yes, it is diptera. And man from this primata. Okay, now let us see here. Wheat 1D 1D. Okay, mango C 2C. Here it is. So option A is the right answer. And lastly, one more, match the pair: Solanaceae, Liliaceae, and Fabaceae. So Solanaceae goes to tomato. Okay, then Liliaceae goes to aloe, and Fabaceae goes to soybean. Right? So these are the things. So option 1C 2A. Here it is 1C 2A 3B. So option A is fine. Okay. In this way, within 30 minutes, we are at the end of this paper. Okay. Okay. Question number 25. What was that? Yes, in 25 you must understand what means the vascular cambium which are cutting or which are adding cells toward both sides. Now xylem is present toward the pith, phloem is present toward the periphery. So those cells which are added toward the pith, obviously they will differentiate into a type of xylem and not phloem, isn't it? So that must be the secondary xylem. And on the outer side of that vascular cambium, there are phloem. So whatever new cells added, they also become phloem. Okay, so the first statement is wrong one. Anything else? Okay, fine. So far, no doubts. Great. Shraddha Vattamwar scoring 165. Great. And Janvi Kobre 176. Great. Pradeep Godbole 168. Mayuri Ravle scoring 152. See, anything 150 plus, you are welcome. You are worthy of congratulations. Okay, anything 150 plus. Okay, while you post your question answer key on answer sheet on the WhatsApp group, please add a note about your mark, please. Okay, I'm telling this thing repeatedly, but rarely students follow these things. Nikita Vankede 176. Okay, fine. Vishnu Mutkule 168. Nice. Okay, so it's time to wind up this session, and best of luck for day tomorrow test, in which structural organization in animals, this chapter will be added. And now don't tell me that your cockroach is not over. Okay. So Akash Paude 145. 5. 5 marks struggle. Okay. So let us wind up the show. See you day after tomorrow. Till then, have a nice time. Thank you very much.